us, the Roguelike Rumbles have become a household name, a competition hosted by powerful, magical beings where heroes can prove their might by facing off in a head-to-head, last one standing, winner-take-all gladiator-style arena combat palooza. The winner, of course, receiving a champion's coin. This has come to truly mean something, a badge of honor in all the land. So, when you received your letter inviting you to partake, after being on a massive waitlist, might I add, you imagined it would have come on fancier stationery than a crumpled up, perhaps slightly used dinner napkin, providing only a crudely drawn map and basic instructions. You have followed those instructions. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, after all. Today, you arrive for pre-Rumble introductions, where you know that you will meet your competitors, and that's about it. Your directions lead you up to the coldest part of the Nehetar Mountains in northern Las Aisimas, where after a significant uphill hike, you all are one by one going to find yourselves outside a simple wooden facility, only 1 story tall, no larger than the average tavern, lacking all the glory you would have assumed of the Roguelike Rumbles. But you're not all going to arrive at once. In fact, I'm going to have you all roll initiative to determine who is going to arrive to the top of the mountain first. I'll go one by one. I'll say character names, and then you tell me your initiative roll. Gug.
5.
Great start. Cedrik.
25.
25?
Yes.
That's quite good. Meno Ra. Meno Ra, is that how you want to say it? Or Meno? Meno.
19.
19.
Hey, speeding up the mountain over here. I got a nat 1.
We'll see you next week.
That's a good
Climbing up this mountain in heels. I have no.
I think she's just going to the movies. It's just.
Okay, so some of you are taking a casual stroll up this mountain. Perhaps you got lost along the way. Roman especially. However, Cedrik, you are a speedy hiker. This walk does not faze you in the slightest. You arrive alone at the top of the mountain, where a clean-cut human man, no older than 25, in a frumpy, ill-fitting suit paces nervously in the cold outside the building. He sees you arrive, and he looks really embarrassed. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to go so much better. I've ruined everything already. You're one of the heroes, aren't you?
2 things. When someone who looks like me comes to a mountain this high, it is best that you do not look nervous.
Oh, okay. How does? I think I just look like this.
Well, maybe you should have a drink. My ancestors are happy that I made it to the top of the mountain finally.
Oh, yeah. A drink would be wonderful. Well, unfortunately, all the drinks are behind this door, and I've locked myself out. I've tried to open it, but I can't do it. Could you help? Could you try opening this door? How would you do it?
Well, I suppose I can knock. And I walk up to the door, and I knock 3 times. Knock, knock, knock.
The lad comes up behind you and sort of just shivers. He goes, "There's no one in there, but we can keep trying."
Well, we are standing outside of a locked building at the top of a cold mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Must be Saturday.
Well, do you think we should? Oh no, you're on camera! Camera! Oh no, your foot! Raise your foot!
Okay, and I raise my right leg.
You raise your right leg. Out from underneath the snow, a little spider with wings flies up into the air. It goes meow, like a little cat. It goes, this is camera. This is my familiar. You were on camera. So I just want to let you know, so Camera here has special magical powers. She can like record things and create illusions through her eyes, and she can hear things, and then she puts it on the web, her web. So if you want to just like tell the folks how you feel right now, just talk to Camera.
Well, hello, my friends. Given the situation, I'm feeling a bit confused. Although I am standing here with a very nervous person asking me to break into a building at the top of a mountain, it almost feels like a setup.
As you do that, he leans in and goes, also, we do have some people who view the illusions on the web, and they have their eyes gouged out. So if you could like describe how you look, that would be really helpful for them.
Oh, then let me rephrase. I am standing here next to a nervous person who wants my big, black, 6'4" self to break into a building at the top of a hill in the middle of the day. I am native to Las Almas. That is never a good look.
Yeah. If only someone else could arrive and help us out. And that is when Meno arrives up at the top of the mountain. You see a nervous-looking man and a very tall wizard looking with a little flying spider in front of his face outside a door. He turns and goes, hi, you're another one of the heroes, right?
Meno is like just coming up and is just looking at literally everything. It's just like constant flick around and then sort of like, hello, yes, I am one of the heroes.
Oh, okay. Okay, Warforged. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I wrote that down anymore. Okay, great. Hello, Meno. Could you quickly come over here? We were just doing this with Cedrik.
Their legs become circles, and then they just up to them. Hi.
Could you describe for our friends without sight what you look like to Camera here? Camera is my flying spider.
Yeah. For friends without sight, I am a bronze, brass, goldish kind of warforged with some blue clothing on and candles on my cloak. 8 of them to be, specific. I'm Menora, and they put out their hands like crossed in front of them like this to each of you.
Shake.
You can see that they concentrate really hard to not squish your hands because they've been told this before, and then they shake.
I have frail hands.
I am Cedrik.
I can tell. Hello. Nice to meet you, Cedrik. And frail hands.
You would not happen to be from the west side, would you?
I believe it's more of the northwest side.
Ah. Yes, well, I love your accoutrement. Very good blingy. Unfortunately.
Thank you. I love fire.
Oh, I hope the constable does not think you are stolen while I am here.
Oh, I'm from the desert. They sent me here. Don't worry.
Wow, this is exactly the kind of banter that our patrons pay good money for. I didn't have to prompt this. Wow. Okay. Meno, could you open this door? How would you open this door?
They go up to it and listen at it for a second, and then they step back and they go, fire! And they cast Sacred Flame at the door.
Oh, incredible. Okay, yeah.
You want me to roll to hit?
Yeah, I'm just going to roll for damage. I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. And it's point blank.
Great. Oh, God, Sacred Flame. You are beautiful. Okay. $11 damage.
That's gonna do it. The door bursts into flames. Fire on a wooden door is a wonderful counterpart. The door bursts into ash and veils the interior. He goes, oh, okay. You guys should go ahead inside. Let me show you to your waiting area.
Thank you. I would love to wait.
I suppose I'd best get inside before someone blames this on me.
The interior of the building is fairly empty other than stacks of opened crates overflowing with winter holiday decorations. There is only a small fold-out table with 4 chairs shoved in a corner, and the man gestures for you to take a seat and leaves.
I would tell them that I did it if someone were to blame you. Because I made the fire. Fire's good.
Hopefully they believe you in this part of town.
The individual puts his head back in the room. He goes, "Oh, by the way, this was a ruse. It was a trick designed by me to test your personalities. So I'm gonna build this door back." And he goes outside and he goes, and the door reverses itself to where it once was.
Good trick.
Magic.
Doug, you make your way up the mountain, and outside is a nervous-looking human man standing outside the door. You've just seen him sort of rebuild the door.
I do come up the mountain very, like I'm struggling, because I went the hard way for some reason. So I'm breathing, and I go up to him and I go, "You, what's going on? Who are you?"
My name is Chad. I believe you are Gug, yeah?
That's me, Gug Rinch. Nice to meet you.
Well, hello, Gug. As I've told some of our other participants who have already arrived ahead of you, if you could quickly to camera is my flying spider here, just describe what it is you look like. You're rather handsome, if I might add, but that's just one detail.
I kind of blushes and goes, "Well, flattery will go anywhere. Hello, little spider camera. My name is Gug Rinch. I am green, as you can see. I'm a bugbear. I am about 6.5 feet tall. I'm wearing this red garment that I found and I took, just the top piece. I'm not wearing any pants. And my teeth are yellow, my eyes are yellow, and that's about it."
Wonderful. By the way, did you see any business going on with me and the door just moments ago?
No, absolutely not. It's just a door, right?
Roll for deception.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Deception. Okay. 11.
Wonderful. Luckily, his insight is terrible. Oh, good. Okay. So this door here is locked. I've locked myself out, and there are people inside, and we need to get through the door. How would you open the door?
Are there windows?
There are windows.
I jump through the window like Scott Pilgrim, just immediately dive through.
Yeah, that happens. You jump through the window. It's just a few feet off the ground, so I'm not gonna nothing crazy, and it's just glass. So you shatter through the window and end up on the other side in this sort of empty interior room. You do, however, land in a box of tinsel and glitter, which explodes in a sort of confetti-like fashion upon your landing.
Naturally. I immediately stand up and glitter, and I just go and I walk over to the door and I open it.
Oh, yes. How incredibly inventive. Okay, Gug, this is Cedrik, and this is Meno. Ra.
Hello.
Hi!
You're here for the thing?
Yeah, we're gonna kill each other!
You could have just knocked.
I could
I mean,
have.
we were here the whole time. You could...
I don't know, I just don't like people interaction too much. But that's what I'm doing right now, so... I mean, we're all gonna die anyway, so...
Well,
what are you gonna do?
when Ra closes a door, he must send someone through a window.
That's me, baby.
Never thought of that.
Wow. so incredibly inventive. What fun this is turning out to be. We should have one more coming any second now. 1 hour later.
Any second now.
Roman arrives up the mountain much later than everyone else. The door is loosely hanging ajar, and you have this Chad fellow hanging outside. He looks at Roman coming up the mountain and closes the door quickly behind him. Hi.
Roman's like shown up. I feel like he's got like sunglasses and a latte, like shows up late at Starbucks. He's like, good God, what in the world? Why are we having to hike up a mountain to get here? Do you have an explanation for this?
There is a wonderful explanation. I will describe it in detail once you go through this door, which is now locked.
Pray tell, why is the door locked?
Reasons?
And why are you standing outside of a locked door?
Your interrogation has worn me down. Okay, it's open. Go in.
You have zero backbone, young man. You really should try
to get one.
I just walk past him, breeze past him.
You enter, and sitting at a small fold-out table in the corner is Gug, Cedrik, and Meno.
And that is my favorite 1,000-word-long story.
Gug's just at the wall, like.
God, I'm glad I arrived late.
Hi.
Hi.
Hang on, making a Constitution save. 13. Am I awake?
I will say you're in between that state, loosely lucid, in Twilight Zone, in Twilight Town.
Yeah, very interesting.
Thank you. That's what the monks say.
I'm sure your stories are good for their meditations.
You all are probably wondering why I brought you here today.
It's to kill each other, right?
Oh yeah, it was on the napkin. Okay. So hi, my name is Chad, the Destiny Lad. So as you may or may not know, you probably do, the Roguelike Rumbles are pretty famous. These have been quite successful for some time, and so successful, in fact, that they gave the whole staff of the Roguelike the holiday off.
So we're not here to sweep floors, are we?
No.
Are we gonna get to sweep floors?
No.
Will there be lodgings, food, drink, all of that?
No. Well, maybe. I hadn't thought that far ahead yet. But okay, so see, here's the scoop. I'm really looking to prove myself, and you all were never gonna get into the Roguelike Rumbles anyway. You're at the bottom of the wait list. So I see this as an equal opportunity for you and equal opportunity for me to prove myself to Lady Destiny that I can be a game master for the Roguelike Rumbles. I've put this all together in secret. And it's gonna run the same way. I've been ordering lots of packages for weeks to design the perfect arena, and the winner will get this champion's coin. It's a golden coin with the edges of the gold have sort of kind of fallen away to reveal the chocolate interior.
So let me see if I understand. You are not very good at your job. And we are not very punctual in our application. So, in order to impress your boss, you have pulled us from our walks of life in order to commit violence to each other for other people's amusement so that you get a promotion and some of us get dead. Is that correct?
Yes.
At least I know how to plan my day.
Yes. Luckily, we do have a cleric on standby. He's my friend Alf, and he will revive you should you die in the arena. So that is all good. So you won't actually die, and I truly believe that if you win the roguelike, Lady Destiny will probably give you a real champion's coin. Or you mean he kind of folds the material over the edge of the chocolate. I mean, this would pass if you like had to show it to someone.
Goody.
So, it should be very safe. The arena is out back. You won't get to see it, of course, until the Rumble in a couple weeks. We're going to provide transport up and down the mountain, but I ran out of a budget. And he looks around. I took out a massive loan. I've placed bets on you all, and so
On all of us?
yes, equal bets on all of
That's
you.
where.
Strategy.
Oh boy.
So you can't lose.
I can't lose. This is great. But don't worry, it's very safe. One of the big crates behind him that is still sealed starts jarring back and forth wildly.
Oh, yes.
Is it a puppy?
There's something in there.
That's a secret.
I love secrets.
So, one of the things we were doing earlier that I think is going to really sell well for the patrons, because we have to sell tickets to this event, or if they have to buy tickets on the web. So, if you guys could have some banter, I'm gonna open the floor to banter, and then we're gonna give you all a moment to discuss your feelings. So, banter, go.
Oh, just like therapy.
I played the drums once for the band. That's the only banter
Which
I can
band?
give.
Just our
The
band.
band at the temple.
Oh.
I do not
Good for you.
believe we have learned the name of our friend in the pointy shoes.
What is your name?
Well, at work I'm called Jingles, but you can call me Roman,
Jingles.
unfortunately.
Is your father's name Bo?
No.
I knew a man named Bo Jingles in the past. He could dance. He wore very nice shoes,
Were they anything?
like those.
No. My father, I guess, is what you would call Father Christmas.
No.
Yes, unfortunate, isn't it?
Must have been a hard labor.
Indeed. All right.
That-
I have to ask. Where are your pants?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
I never had any.
It's a bit
I don't-
indecent.
What? You can't see it? What? There's nothing to see. I'm covered in fur. There's a lot of fur, as you can see.
There
But I
is
found-
a lot of fur.
It's a lot. It gets everywhere. You should see me when I shed. But I found this garment. I technically stole it off of some jollyman who was trying to yodel or something.
Stealing is bad.
Stealing is fine. It's what I do to live. I kind of need to do it. But now I'm here. I don't know about you all, but I'm here to make sure that there's no more jollyman. I don't know about you, Jingles. I'm sorry I called you that. But you know, I feel you. That's a tough break. If I had anyone related to me who was into that holiday stuff, I'd be done. So I'm just here to make a statement, you know. And he looks right in the camera. Camera, listen to me, okay? I'm here to end holidays. I'm done with them, okay? So I'm gonna win.
Why
And I'm
can't you
gonna-
say that word? Holidays.
What word?
Holidays.
Stop it. It's in my head. It's too much.
Meno just gets closer and is like, holidays, holidays.
Oh,
What is happening? Why is this?
Oh,
He's just on the ground.
No
writhing.
aggression. No aggression. We can't hurt no harming each other until you kill each
Psychic
other.
damage.
What the
But-
fuck?
Psychic damage.
I do have a question for my friend without pants. I am a big fan of breakfast. However, there is this substance that people put on my ham and eggs. It's a creamy substance. It's some sort of sauce. What would that be called?
Is it
Yes,
salsa?
Oh no, that is made from tomatoes. This is some sort of creamy substance.
I believe it's a yellowish color.
Mustard. I love mustard and eggs.
Well, thank you.
This
I believe for this year's Kawanza, I will see if I can find you a puppy.
Oh, I have a puppy.
Where is your
And
baby?
I mean, when I need him, I call him. He works for me. For free.
Your puppy works for you?
Yes. Poorly, I might add, but
Does
Yeah,
that
the
mean
dog
he
does.
takes you for walks?
I mean, I ride him. I got sick of he tried pulling a sleigh and it didn't work, so now I just ride him.
You're huge.
How
And
large
he's
is
small.
he?
I made him a little harness and I step on it. You know, it's a whole thing.
Remind me of your name again.
Gug?
Hmm.
Gug.
Well,
Yes.
You have many issues, I think.
That's what my therapist tells me.
you do seem to be a very mean one.
Wow. This is so informative, and it will sell so many tickets. We're going to make so much money, and Lady Destiny is going to be so proud of me. Okay, we're gonna move on from the banter portion of this segment, and we're gonna give you all an opportunity to show off what you can do in the arena. Not in the arena. We're gonna go into a combat training room. Yeah.
Meno puts the fireball they were starting to spool up back in their,
Oh,
like, in
not
their
this.
self.
You're going to be shooting at a dummy. Not me. Follow me. And he leads you.
Specify.
He leads you towards the back room with a big room labeled training area.
Trains?
Sure. No. Oh.
Training, like cardio.
Yeah. Come on in, everybody.
You know, for someone named Chad, you seem to be lacking confidence,
Oh yeah.
at least arrogance.
I think that's a burn.
Oh,
Solid
That-
burn.
that is a burn. Oh, I just like that my name rhymes. It brings me joy.
Oh.
I cast Cure Wounds.
Woo, I'm feeling good. Woo! I will give you back that spell slot before the rumble. But you should hopefully you sleep between now and a couple
I
weeks,
was gonna
but-
say, I
Yes,
feel
just
like
saying.
I'll
We have
sleep.
a few weeks. God, we have a few weeks in this.
Cure Wounds from me also tastes like a latke. It feels like you just ate
I love that.
fried
Mm.
potatoes, which is good.
Chad leads you all into the combat training room. It's a 30-foot wide by 60-foot long room that's even more sparsely decorated than the room previous. A combat practice dummy hangs loosely on a wooden pole, sort of like a scarecrow, centered 10 feet from the back wall. There's a man-made chasm 10 feet wide, which is about 35 to 45 feet into the room, and 10 feet deep that separates this side of the room from the dummy on the opposite side. So one by one, in the order that you arrived, it only seems fair, show us something. Show off your might or your power or your spell on this dummy, and then maybe turn to the camera and give us a quip of sorts. I believe it's solar. Excuse me. I don't know. It's the solar time of day. It's sunlight outside.
It's as though someone is speaking to my soul.
Yes, soul or something else. I'm not quite sure either. Cedrik, you're up first.
I will look, or Cedric looks at everyone else that's there.
Chad turns to you.
I think it needs to be made of fire, and they cast flaming spheres on it, and it just creates this. Their candles flare. The 8 candles on their cape flare, and a 5-foot diameter sphere just erupts out of nothingness around the dummy.
Yeah, that happens. It's not going to be able to make a dex saving throw because it's.
I mean, it could try.
Bad.
Now, would the dummy be rolling at disadvantage or what?
Still roll at disadvantage again. Yeah, still bad. First roll is worse though. But even then, go ahead and roll your damage on that flaming sphere of yours.
I am doing math.
2d6, I believe.
11.
Amazing. Similarly to the door from previous, the dummy erupts in flames and immediately diminishes into ash on the floor. And Chad runs up to you and goes, "Now quick to camera."
Looks like he got fired. Is that good?
Yes.
They get very serious.
You scare me. Okay.
That's what the monks say.
Chad flings his hands around, and the dummy reincarnates from the floor back into its dummy-like form. Maybe revives, reincarnates, whatever you want to call it. Back to exactly what it was previously. This is a crazy high-level magic that seems to be performed before your very eyes. But it happens anyway. Then Chad turns to Gug, and he goes, "All right, go."
Right now?
I mean, when you're
I'm messing with you, Chad. You're so funny. And he walks right up to the dummy, and he just sort of stands next to it, and he goes, "Hey, what's your name, dummy?" You look like one. Anyway, how you been? You go, "Oh my God, what is that?" And he points, waits for a second, pulls his great sword from his back, and he slices right down onto the dummy.
I will say that's absolutely going to be your intention, but let's remember there's a chasm between you and the dummy. So if you want to, so I'm saying if you're going over there, do you want to jump it?
I'll jump it.
All right, we'll jump it. All right, so I believe, if I'm correct, it is equal to your strength score, not your modifier. But yes, when you make a long jump, strength score, as long as you make 10 feet before. Yep.
Strength score. Wait, so I roll.
You don't even roll for it.
Oh.
Technically. It's just whatever your strength score is the feet,
Okay.
you can jump.
Okay, it's 13.
Incredible. Yeah, that means you can cover 10 feet automatically.
Okay. So he does
great.
a little skip over to the dummy, and then
Great.
does
And
that
then
whole spiel.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. That's 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Oh, that's gonna hit the dummy. Look, you. Roll for damage.
Damage. All right. That is 8.
8. All right, 8 damage. You slice him up, the dummy up pretty good.
Before we go on, I'd like to see him do that again.
I'll allow it. Hit it.
Hit it again. All right.
If you want to.
Sure. I go for another swing. That is 13 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
For damage. That's 9.
9. All right. You slice it up real good, reducing it to piles of cloth on the floor, and even soar straight through the wooden pole in which it was on. It falls to the ground in a helpless pile.
Best the dummy, better call her his mummy. Okay, and I hop back over.
You do that. Well, that's great. That means Roman, you're last up. Chad flings his little hands around, and the dummy reincarnates once more.
Roman cracks his knuckles, takes out a book and flips through the pages. You can see on the front of the book, it does say naughty list in gold text, very large.
That's awesome.
And then he snaps it shut. And he summons 4 black bears like right in front of the dummy. Each of the bears, by the way, has a little Santa hat on. They just come that way. And I don't know if you want me to roll separately for these bears.
You can roll collectively if you'd like to roll with 4 as 4, or you can roll separately, either one.
Yeah, so all 4 of those bears are going to just start like biting and clawing at the dummy, 2 on each side, basically trying to rip it apart.
Sure.
So I'll roll individually just because I've had really bad luck with a nat 1 today.
Sure.
All right, first bear gets a 20, second bear gets a 21, third
Dirty
bear,
20 now.
yeah, dirty. Third bear gets a 16, and the fourth bear gets 12.
All right, those all hit the dummy. I mean, we can roll for damage if we want, but it's not.
That's fine. It's
All right.
probably not.
Yeah, the bears go to town on the dummy, causing absolute carnage. You all, the rest of you who are watching this happen, can only help to imagine this is not going to be you at one point. But it tears the dummy to shreds, and is left to nothingness.
Okay. Just making a constitution check to see if my coffee stays down.
I'm gonna make
I
an
would say
intelligence
that
check.
dummies dealing with unbearable pain.
Natural 1.
What were you rolling for?
Just to think about if I would connect that's me someday. I think I'm just like, wow.
As a hunk of metal, you can see this non-sentient object made of some, other materials, and you can't help but imagine this is you. You feel almost you've never felt spiritual in your life, but you feel almost as if it could be your brethren, perhaps even your own parents, being ripped to shreds in front of you.
God.
One single drop of oil.
And Cedrik, what was your roll for keeping your coffee down?
Oh, 22.
Yeah, you feel it, maybe some acid reflux going on in there, but perhaps you are able to keep down.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but there is a considerable fear amongst you all. Chad looks to you all and he goes, "Oh wow, that was violent. Oh, is this what you guys are planning to do? I kind of thought there was gonna be just like some slapping."
Have you ever seen Rumble before?
Yeah.
Usually they're making me bring them ale and stuff. So to be honest, I haven't ever watched one before, but like I get the idea. I in concept, in theory.
Chad,
Right.
I'm curious. What would you have done to the dummy? Could you show us?
Oh.
Chad.
I-
Chad. Chad.
Okay.
Chad. Chad.
Fine,
Chad.
fine, okay.
Chad.
I'll do it.
Chad.
I'll do it. He makes a run for the chasm, jumps,
Oh, no.
and falls in.
Good lord. Is it dead?
Is he doing it?
Did anyone grab the coin?
I
Help.
believe he is killing the dummy with laughter.
I didn't get the
I've
coin,
never
so I'm
seen
not
vicious
laughing.
mockery used in such a way.
Roman comes to the edge of the chasm and just kind of peers down.
Help!
Chad,
Help!
Chad,
Oh.
where are the beds?
Oh boy.
It's-
Are we done here today?
Maybe you should
Yeah.
try that again.
Okay, if someone can help me up, I'll try again.
Uh,
All right.
I was having you re-roll that.
Oh, look like.
Yeah, maybe you should try that again.
All right, you want to use sort of some chronal magic for all that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll call that. I was gonna say that's gonna happen.
In fact, I think I'll cast Fortune's Favor on this guy.
Oh my god.
Favorite indeed. So additionally,
I'm
all
gonna
this
cast a fairy fire on the dummy so he can hit it.
Fortune's Favor. I was reviewing.
Take pity on this man.
And roll an additional d20 and choose. All right. So time seems. Cedrik casts a series of magical spells upon Chad. First off, time seems to reverse itself. And Chad it comes back up out of the ground and takes several steps back as he was running. I can do it! He starts running again for the second leap.
Should we grab him?
Fortune's Favor is cast upon him. Makes an attack roll. All right, so I'm going to roll d20 twice then.
This falls, it was meant to happen.
Twice.
I'm just going to roll just take it with me as a spread.
Precisely.
But great.
At this
Chad is able to. He's making an athletics check because he knows he can't jump it. So he jumps. With the magic upon him, Chad flies through the air, hits a high arc, and goes, "I'm flying!" And he lands on the other side.
It's good!
Bravo.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, Jesse Owens, you are not, but you have potential.
But you
Chad
still have to hit it, Chad.
Chad walks right up to the dummy very confidently. He goes to slap the dummy and cartoonishly misses the face and spins around and then falls back in the chasm. That was a nat one.
Well,
Cedrik walks toward the edge of the chasm. You make it very hard to help you. And he goes to the table and sits down.
so is there like a place that we can unpack our things and get stuff?
Honestly, I'm beat. I could use a nap.
Yeah, maybe a meal, hot drink, anybody?
Yeah.
Hot oil for you.
Look, there are rooms for you all out there. If you want you all have a dressing room for clear some space for yourself, make some snacks, and then return in a couple weeks. But before you go, make sure you address camera one last time. Give them your thoughts on your chances and your competitors, and then find yourself some space. One by one, tell them how you feel. The camera flies up out of the pit and flies over to Cedrik to get your final talking head.
Well, given that I have Will Ferrell as a Karen, some sort of lug wrench who hates hollandaise sauce, and the most West Side Roomba I have ever seen, they are not prepared for what I bring to them from the streets of Las Almas. This won't be a piece of cake, not with all of those bears. I would feel them more had they been wearing police hats. But this should be fine.
God.
When camera flies over to Meno Ra.
Oh, their candles flare a little bit. Hello! The monks say that I like fire too much, and they sent me here because they said I really have to do it because they need me out of the house for a few weeks. But anyway, I think I can win everything because I like to make lots of fire. And they hold up their mace that has a dreidel on top. Thank you.
Camera flies over to Rinch.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I thought all the people here were going to be a bit more jolly, a bit more cheerful, and I was really looking forward to smiting them, as it were.
I am cheerful.
I take it back. I'm fully invested in absolutely destroying every one of these morons. And I grab camera and I put it right to my face and I go, seriously, okay? I'm a psycho. All right, I'm going to take them out. I'm not here to play around, kiddo. Bye, see you later.
Camera sort of shakes off your grasp and flies over to Roman.
1 second, camera. And Roman's fixing his hair, and it gets posed just perfectly with the bears and the carnage of the dummy in the background.
Oh, for Ralph's sake.
Together, but still, bears are still there. And Roman is, I think by the end of the Rumble, all 3 of these losers will end up on the naughty list. That's all I have to say.
Dun, dun, dun. Camera flies back over. The door opens for you all to exit towards your dressing rooms. Camera flies over to Chad in the pit. Oh, this was great. This is so good. These guys are gonna fight, and then some of them will die, and someone will win. But Chad will show Lady Destiny that he can do this. He's got everything planned, and everything's gonna go off without a hitch. And that's when one final mighty roar comes from the box inside the main room. It lurches against the wall, and you are left to wonder, in a couple weeks, what awaits you in the valleys below.
Ugh.
All right, that's where we're gonna end our session 0. The next time these characters appear, you all will roll initiative.